Hey YouTube, I'm going to be doing a sort of an informational video today. I felt it necessary after some of the comments I got on one of my recent videos. It's not that people were upset, they were just asking a bunch of questions, so I thought I'd clear some stuff up. I also got some messages, so I figured I'd do this. It's about card sleeves and what's the best way to protect your cards if you're a true collector. But before I start, I want to say that you do not have to take my opinion. You can take it however way you want to. It's not necessarily 100% true, but it is my opinion. So also keep in mind, I'm not forcing anyone to change what they use normally. It's just my preference, and from the many hours of research that I have done over the internet and in real life, asking knowledgeable people. That includes people who own card shops, and I've also gone to Ultra Pro themselves and asked them about some of their products. So I would consider myself pretty knowledgeable on this stuff. So the only reason I did it was because I wanted to find the best way to protect my cards without them getting damaged, and this is what I found. But obviously there's a million things that you can do to protect your cards, so be sure to do that and try to take this in a good way. Don't take it too bad, but you can like it, dislike it, whatever. Leave your comments, have a discussion if you want. So the main thing is, a lot of people are asking, do my card sleeves have acid on them? Do these have acid on them? Do these have acid? How can you tell if they have acid? Well, short answer is you really can't. A lot of people have been saying, or from what I found out online, is a lot of people just overly trust Ultra Pro. They think that it's Ultra Pro, it's got no PVC, no acid, there's no way that they would use acid, but that is a complete myth. I've looked on their website and a lot of their products, and I bought from them before. Many of you noticed that I did buy a lot of these before, but I found out that they had acid on them. For those of you who don't know what no acid, no PVC is, I'll give a quick background information about it. No PVC is, you can go look it up if you want, but essentially it has a chloride acid in it that it damages the cards, essentially. It leaves this filament on it that can erode the card and damage it really badly. So almost all card sleeves these days have no PVC, but that is just one form of acid. That's a type of plastic, actually, that people use that had that acid, that chloride acid in it, that damaged the cards. So people assume that no PVC means no acid. Well, that's not true. This right here has no PVC, but it has acid. Acid is used for coloring. For any type of coloring, they use an acid stain that actually creates the color, makes it bright, and sometimes it'll make it glossy, have a nice feel to it. It makes it nice and rigid, nice and solid. Now, acid is used and mixed for paint majority of the time, usually for painting, but it's also used for plastics. It's used for computers, any type of coloring. Most likely will use acid. It's just what they use. So if anyone doesn't know what acid does, acid isn't a very stable component. It does leak out. It doesn't stay on stuff. If you guys ever noticed, if you had a t-shirt and it starts to get dull after washing it, it's because the acid that they use for the color is coming out. The color is literally coming off of it, so it's got to go somewhere. Same thing applies for sleeves. If they use acid, 10 to 1 says that acid could possibly come out. Now, it's not guaranteed because these things are, really well made by Ultra Pro. They do a great, fantastic job, but there's a slim chance that the acid could come off and damage your card. It'll be very noticeable if it does happen, and it'll, make the back look very faded. It won't have, normal edge wear that people are normally, used to seeing. It won't have those bits, but it'll have like this weird faded to it to let goes, slight between blue and white. It's very noticeable. I used to have them on all my cards back in the day because they hadn't discovered what PVC did to cards. So now on to the next thing, since you guys know what acid does. And so how to tell if Ultra Pro does use acid or PVC. There really isn't any way to tell. The only thing I've been able to figure out from them is that they're high clarity, very, very pristine Ultra Pro cards. The really expensive ones do not have acid. I know that for sure. I really don't know, other than that, which ones they use acid, which ones they don't. It's a mix. It depends on the color. It depends on the quality. But when in doubt, look at the packaging. It will say acid-free and no PVC. If it doesn't say acid-free, 10 to 1 says it's got acid that's been used in some part of the making of that product. That's just how it goes. You can find acid-free Ultra Pro sleeves. It is possible. I have found them before, but they are relatively expensive. Pro sleeves. Let's see if I can find the one that I found before. The colors do range and vary for them. They're really hard to find, to have them actually say no acid, no PVC. I don't know why they don't just write it on the actual Ultra Pro, which is why it gets difficult to determine which ones have no acid, which ones, don't have no PVC, because most companies just say no PVC, but I can't find it real quick. I was hoping to be able to find it. Ultra Pro Acid Pro. I remember it coming up, one of these things. But if you can find the colored ones that actually say them, they're pretty expensive, but the majority of them have acid. If it doesn't say it, to me, that means it probably has acid, but that's my personal opinion. Now, a lot of people are asking, well, do I have to change the cards into, different sleeves, the ones that you use? No, you don't. This is just a precautionary thing that I do. Acid doesn't necessarily mean it's going to come off. It could stay on there forever. Who knows? It's a very weird component that they use to make the cards, or the sleeves, to hold the cards. So it's a very slim chance that the acid will ruin your cards, to be honest. There's really nothing to worry about. But for, a collector like me, you guys know me, I'm really anal. Collectors like Jan, we're really anal about stuff. So I do say that stuff for the true collectors out there that want to keep their stuff grade A forever. It's better safe than sorry, if I always say. So now you guys are wondering, oh, where can I find some stuff that you use so that I can protect my cards? So I did a lot of research today. I found some great sites that have stuff that actually say no acid, no PVC. Number one is what I use right now. Ultra Pro Premium Card Sleeve. It says no acid, no PVC. These cost $1.50 for 100. That's a great price. Yes, they are kind of flimsy, but you're not going to use these for battling. I mean, people who battle don't care about the condition of the cards. They just don't want it to get creased. They don't really care about the back. That's given that the backs are going to get messed up when you go battle. So, not a big deal to have flimsy stuff. These go into top loaders. I get the premium ones. They have the other ones non-premium for $1. I get the premiums because they fit into Ultra Pro 9 pocket pages. They don't pop up as much, and they fit perfectly. So, I use those. The next thing I found, if you guys want the thicker kinds, the ones that, are clear but have that, nice back thickness like these ones do, the rigid ones that people use to play, you can go to a site. It's called Mayday Games. Let's see if I can get that clarity right there. Let's see. Okay, I obviously have issues with my camera, but I'll put it in the description bar. It's called Mayday Games. It's really easy to figure out. The premium ones that they sell are the thicker ones, and then the standard ones are the ones that I have. But these are all clear, so you can actually use these clear ones to battle if you play TCG. They really help. All you do is look for the green ones. That's the ones that fit Pokemon cards. Pokemon cards need a size of 63.5 by 88. That's what it needs to fit into the card. So those are really great, and you can see how inexpensive they are for 100. So if you want any more information about that, let me know. Now for those of you who say, I want color, I don't want clear sleeve. Clear sleeve, so dull. I'm tired of seeing the back of Pokemon, you know, I don't want to see this. I want to see some great artwork like what they make on the other ones. And so do I. I want some of them too, so I did a lot of research. It took me a long time to find this site, but I finally found someone that guarantees you no acid, no PVC. You can buy these products off of eBay on this one website and pretty much anywhere, but they're just really not that big right now. I really don't know why, because they should be. I went to this place called CoolStuffIncorporation.com. They sell these things called Fantasy Flight Game Standard Sleeves, like that. These have different colors, as you can see. Let's get some of these up here. You can get all a bunch of different colors. You can get designs, some pretty cool designs, and all of them on the packaging says, let's get that with it, says, I don't know if I can see that. It says no PVC, acid free. That means guaranteed it's not going to mess up your card. 100% reliable. You know, you can get a pack of 50 for $2.49. You can also get them off of eBay. I know Troll and Toad sells them. These are what I would recommend for people who are like me but like the colors on the back and want to switch out. Now, once again, I'm not telling everyone to go switch out, but to be honest, I know a lot of people are gonna, you know, comment saying Ultra Pro doesn't use acid free, but technically, it's a toss-up. It really is. Ultra Pro could use the acid, they may not, who knows. They usually disclaim it on their packaging if they did no acid, because I've seen them before, but they're not that many out there. So I hope you guys liked this video. I hope it was informational, and I hope you guys learned some stuff. And if you have any comments or want to discuss anything with me or have any questions, feel free to comment below or message me, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks.